I want to discuss a little bit more about the whole Monique situation. And I want to give a huge shout out to DCB, known as Jeff, from Dream Chasing Boxing. He did an excellent video talking about the Monique situation. Now, me and DCB, we both agree on this. We both stand with Monique when it comes to the situation, right? But my thing is this, and it had me thinking about listening to his video, and I agree with a lot of what he was saying is, okay, what's next? Like, okay, we know that you got a lowball offer from Netflix, right? You want people to boycott Netflix because you feel like it's a racial bias and gender bias, okay? Knowing, okay, you know where Netflix stands when it's coming to the situation. Like, what is next? Like, you feel me? Like, what's next? Like, what are you gonna do? Okay, you got all eyes on you. You've been on numerous talk shows. You've been on The View. You've been on The Breakfast Club. Probably been on a couple more shows. Explaining yourself. Like, Monique, you don't have to do any more explaining about the situation. My question is, okay, what do you have set up that you're planning on doing? Like, do you have any more comedy shows that you're gonna do? You can write a book. You can there's so many things you can do. You can make a YouTube channel or a social media platform account, doing stand-up comedy, or making your own movie or something positive, instead of being on all these talk shows, just going around just regurgitating your disgust with Netflix. Like, and it's coming across as like, I'm not saying that she's doing this, but it's gonna get to the point, if all you're gonna do is just go on different shows and regurgitate the same stuff that you've been telling us, it's almost like you're just whining and crying and begging and pleading for white people to do right by us. Like, it gets to the point where, okay, we know where a lot of these companies stand, but what is the solution? What are you going to do about it? There's a lot of opportunities out there for Monique. Monique does not have to be like, seem like it's like I said before, it doesn't seem like she's doing that, but it's gonna come across as like you're begging and pleading. Like, she has no options. And Monique, you have plenty of options, sister. Plenty of options. And whatever you do, I support you 1,010%. But I just don't want her to be, I just don't want to see her in a position where it's coming across that she's begging. You know what I'm saying? We got so much opportunity, man. We got a lot of resources. We can do our own thing. And I know a lot of people like to sit back and say, man, well, no, man, it's hard and this and that. And I mean, listen, man, you either going to have to, if you are going to sign lucrative deals with these companies, which are ran by Caucasian people, you're going to have to play by their rules. Or if you don't want to play by their rules, you can create your own rules in your own lane and control your destiny. I get the point where a lot of people, when people say we can start our own thing, create our own thing, a lot of people are hesitant about it because the lack of trust amongst each other within the community. Not all, but some. And a lot of people are very hesitant of branching out and stepping out and going off on their own. I'm not accusing Monique of doing that, but it's just like, man, it's like, okay, you're disgusted, you're upset about the offer, okay. Again, what are you gonna do about it? What's next for Monique? Are you just gonna just continue to talk about it? Like, she can capitalize off this momentum that she's built. Okay, a lot of eyes are on her. The media's been talking to her about the situation. You know what I'm saying? She's keeping her name in the news. So she should be coming up with something behind the scenes, like what she's gonna plan on doing. You know what I'm saying, to combat the low ball offer that Netflix gave her, and prove to them, and prove to everybody around the world that she is irrelevant and she is a big star. And I just get so drained of talking about stuff like this, is because it's like, at the end of the day, I understand that we're in a fucked up position. I understand that we're in a position where we're behind a ball. But you can get out of it. You can do something positive with yourself. Instead of moping and crying and complaining how much the white man has treated you wrong, and has done wrong by you, but yet you turn around, but you work for them. You know what I'm saying? And it's no problem. There's no knock with people who work a job. I'm not saying that, because I work a job myself. But I have an end game. I have something that I want to do, something that I'm striving to, that I'm pushing for every day, where I can wake up and I can call my own shots. I can do what I want to do. I don't have time to be sitting there crying and complaining and bitching about what the white man or what the white woman or whatever has done to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it seems like it's going with Monique. So my advice to you, sister, is look, like I said, I'm riding with you 110% on this. But at the same time, I just don't want you to be going on these shows and seem like you just begging and pleading. It's beneath you. You too good for that. You're a talented person. And I just want to see the best for you, Monique. But anyway, that's all I gotta say, man. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.